Caitlin Clark back on the Forbes list, back on top of the Forbes list once again.
By the way, in case you're wondering, Angel Reese is not on this list. As if she should be. Coco Gauff's on here. Serena Williams is on here. But Angel's not here. But Caitlin is.
Oh, here's the latest buzz. Caitlin Clark has just been officially named one of Forbes' 25 most powerful women in sports, and it's causing quite a stir in the WNBA, especially with Angel Reese. Forbes ranked Clark at number 4 overall, placing her ahead of legends like Serena Williams, Coco Gauff, Nelly Korda, and even Simone Biles. Let that sink in. She's the highest-ranked athlete on the entire list. And guess who didn't make the cut at all? Angel Reese.
Clark is number 4 on the 2025 Forbes Most Powerful Women in Sports list. She is the highest ranked athlete on the list. The highest ranked athlete on the list. Clark has, in the last 2 years, been the spark that lit the match that set women's sports on fire.
You can almost feel the tension crackling across the league. This isn't just another list. It's a power shift in real time. For the past 2 seasons, players like Angel Reese have rolled their eyes and dismissed Caitlin Clark as overrated. But now, that same player just watched Clark leapfrog global icons on a Forbes list that measures influence, not just fame. And that's the part that really stings, because deep down, everyone knows Caitlin isn't just a player anymore. She's the brand that's keeping the spotlight and the paychecks alive. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Angel Reese isn't taking it well. She's publicly downplaying Clark's achievement and claiming she doesn't deserve the recognition. And wait until you see Reese's reaction to Clark's latest award. It's equal parts shocking and hilarious. Before we break it all down, make sure to drop some love for Caitlin Clark in the comments below.
Hard for me, but adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of like just moving on has been something I try to give myself a little bit of grace.
Caitlin Clark is box office. She is a star. Angel Reese was older. I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be?
Forbes didn't hold back. They called Caitlin Clark the face of a new era in women's sports. Let that sink in. The face, not one of many, but the one. With millions in endorsements, record-breaking TV ratings, and ticket sites crashing under fan demand, she's redefining what power looks like in modern athletics. And yet, some players still act like she's just another WNBA name. Let's be real, Forbes doesn't rank just another athlete above Serena Williams and Simone Biles. This isn't about stats, though she's got plenty. This is about influence. The only women ranked higher than her are billion-dollar executives and franchise owners. Caitlin Clark isn't just raising the bar. She is the bar.
Just have to understand that when a transformational figure enters the fray, you got to pause and then isolate and compartmentalize and give them the love that they're due. And in this case, it belongs to Caitlin Clark.
They can do what Caitlin Clark did. Bring all those eyes. For pure basketball purists, there's nobody like.
And how did the WNBA respond? With silence, the kind that says more than words ever could. Not a single congratulatory post from the league. No retweets from team accounts, except, of course, the Indiana Fever. You know why? Because deep down, everyone knows Forbes got it right. Caitlin Clark is the reason arenas are full again. She's the reason ticket sites are crashing and why cities that once echoed with empty seats now roar with fans. Instead of celebrating her, though, some players are busy throwing shade, tweeting about how everyone brings value. Sure, but let's be honest. Only one of them brought millions of new viewers and put the WNBA back in the national spotlight. That's not just value. That's impact on a completely different level.
Here it says, Caitlin Clark, guard, Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark has turned her record-breaking college basketball career into early dominance in the WNBA. Her estimated $8.1 million in income for her rookie season with the Indiana Fever was bolstered by big deals with Nike, Wilson, Gatorade, and signals a shift in how female athletes are being valued in the world of professional sports. Last month, the Fever announced that Clark will be sidelined with an injury for the remainder of the WNBA season to focus on her injury, but the injury doesn't change the fact that Clark has, in the last 2 years, been the spark that lit the match that set women's sports on.
And Forbes didn't just add Caitlin Clark to the list. They spelled out why she deserves to be there. They credited her with turning a record-shattering college career into instant dominance at the professional level. Translation: she's accomplishing in one season what most players can't in a decade. Forbes also spotlighted her powerhouse brand deals: Nike, Wilson, Gatorade, all doubling down on what they call the Caitlin Clark effect. Let's be real, those brands don't invest millions in mediocrity. They invest in cultural forces. Meanwhile, Angel Reese, who spent months downplaying Clark's influence, now has to watch her rival become the global face of women's sports. You can practically feel the frustration. While Caitlin's face graces the pages of Forbes, Reese is back online liking posts about media bias and overhyped stars. The irony writes itself. Caitlin didn't chase the spotlight, she earned it.
So my whole thing was like, when I got drafted, number 7. So I'm like, cool, like the pressure is not even on me because I'm drafted 7, so the pressure shouldn't be up there. So I'm like, all right, cool, I can just hoop. All right, cool.
It's because you started killing.
Here's the best part. Forbes ranked Caitlin Clark 4th. The only 3 names above her? Billionaires. And right below them sits a 24-year-old who's turning women's basketball into her own business empire. That's not just a flex, that's a revolution. Meanwhile, Angel Reese and a few of her peers are posting cryptic tweets like, "The media crowns who they want, but they're right. The media does crown who it wants." And in this case, it crowned the one who's selling out their arenas and redefining the entire game.
Just take this lady right here. You may be like, well, Rhodes, who is this? This is Gail Benson. She is the owner of the New Orleans Saints and the New Orleans Pelicans in the National Football League and in the NBA. The two teams now carry a combined valuation of $8.35 billion. That's billion with a B, by the way. While Benson herself has an estimated net worth of $7.9 billion.
Here's the hard truth. Caitlin Clark has crossed over into full-blown mainstream celebrity status. She doesn't need the league to validate her anymore. She's playing charity golf tournaments, sitting down for national interviews, showing up on talk shows. And every time she appears, the WNBA logo follows her. That's what stings most for players like Angel Reese. Caitlin doesn't need the WNBA to make her famous. The WNBA needs Caitlin Clark to stay relevant. And here's the irony. Her success actually helps everyone. When Forbes writes about Caitlin, the WNBA gets mentioned. When her games sell out, ticket sales spike across the league. When her jersey breaks records, merchandise numbers rise for everyone. She's lifting the entire league, yet still gets side-eyed for it. That's not rivalry. That's resentment. Let's talk facts. Record attendance? Caitlin. Record viewership? Caitlin. Highest merchandise sales in league history? Caitlin. Again, all in just one season. Now Forbes has simply confirmed what fans already knew. She's not just an athlete. She's a cultural shift. That's what Angel Reese can't stand. Because while Caitlin's out here breaking records, she's also breaking barriers. Forbes didn't recognize her just for her stats. They honored her for her power. The kind that transforms leagues, energizes fan bases, and redefines how brands invest in women's sports. Meanwhile, Angel's still online, posting memes and cryptic tweets, instead of congratulating the one player who's expanding opportunities for everyone.